Welcome to another podcast of Flemington Town Crier. I am your host, Leonardo Perez, from the historic town of Flemington, New Jersey. I don't know what episode this is, but I'm sure I will number it accordingly later on when it is uploaded to YouTube. Again, I am your host, and we're going to be covering a couple of topics, some of which were supposed to be major and turned out to be minor, and others that were interesting, along with a small incident, if you can call it that. But before we get started, I'd like to first let you know who the mayor and the council are. So that way you can be aware who they are and how you can get a hold of them as a current resident of this area. The mayor is Erica Edwards, and she could be reached at 908-782-8840, extension 243. And she deals with the Public Works Committee, the Streets, Water, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm going to go on. Common Council members. Council President Phil Villela. I hope I pronounced your name right. I apologize if I didn't. And he can be reached at 908-968-3202. Council Vice President is Brian Swingle, 908-963-3931. Councilman John Gorman, 908-328-3941. And Councilman Phil Grainer, sorry if I pronounce it wrong, and he can be reached at 908-410-0351. Councilman Joey Novak at 908-782-6799, and Councilwoman Dorothy Fine, 908-303-6940. Now I'm going to go to the calendar as soon as it loads. Hold on. A little slow today. I went to the council meeting just this last 11th. Right now, this past week, on the 19th, Environmental Committee meeting, the 20th, the HPC meeting, and next week, another council meeting, and on the 25th, which is a Monday, and on the 26th, the Planning Board meeting. And again on the 4th of the following month, Planning Board meeting. So if you're interested in attending those meetings, set your calendars and be ready. Let's see, what do we got here? There's a lot of interesting stuff here. I'm going to direct you to the website so that way you can get all the information, so I don't have to waste my time in going through each one of them. The official site of Borough of Flemington is located at www.historicflemington.com. Again, that's www.historicflemington.com. And there you can get all the resources and see all the information that's available, and hopefully it will provide you with the helpful information that you need. They have a Facebook, Twitter, Ustream, and FR, I don't even know what FR is, link, so they are available on those sites or those social networks. And moving along, again, how you doing? My name is Leonardo Perez, and I'm going to cover a couple of topics that have to do with the town, along with some news. So why don't we get first going with the news? All right. First of all, let me go through this real quickly. I hope this is terrible. I'm trying to get the I was a little bit behind here in the Flemington news here. Want to see your Flemington, New Jersey photo here? Tag it. This is at nj.com, which covers all NJ, and latest Flemington videos is the Governor Chris Christie tours the Hunter Medical Center unit in Flemington. Governor Christie toured the cancer unit with Health Commissioner Mary E. something O'Dowd. Prior to a press conference, the governor and blah 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 go to the website and see what that has to deal with. And I don't see anything here. Flemington News and Talk. Kids Annual Most Historic Place Contest now open. The next one is Anti-Bullying Workshop for Parents planned for February 21st in Flemington. Again, anti-bullying, which is a good thing. And the next topic, some Hunter schools see increased police presence after Newtown. No surprise. Thank God for that. Let's protect our kids from crazy lunatics that should be institutionalized. Yes, and that's going to be a topic that I'm going to be talking about. And there's Hunter, and the weather is 34 degrees right now. Hopefully there's no rain or snow coming. I'm not going to get into that. There's restaurants, pizzas in Flemington hotels. Okay, well, that did it with the news, apparently. There's not much here to discuss. See all towns. Okay, now, with the videos, here's some things about the videos. Governor Christie tours the Hunter Medical Center, Cancer Center unit in Flemington. JPK students build future cities. These are all videos that you can go to. Japan Letter Writing Project. Students at Robert Hunter Elementary School write letters to send to first through 6th grade students at something elementary school in Awata, Japan. I hope I pronounced it right. Hunter Central baseball team honors late teammate Kevin Gilbert. Okay. Former state wrestling champ Alex Schaefer makes his motion picture debut in Win-Win. Christmas carolers in Flemington provide holiday cheer for last 100 years. Okay, now we're getting a little old in news, and I think we're going to wrap that part up. But before we finish that, I'm going to let you get a little glimpse as to the governor without too much violation of the so-called copyright laws of the state and the federal government. Hold on just a minute. There's the website, and we'll just take a listen to or gander as to what it is that he had to say, if the link ever loads. If the link ever loads. Yep, come on. Okay, here we go. A little silence now. Oh no, a commercial. That's one thing I didn't want you to see. You know what? I'm not getting paid for that. So, goodbye commercial. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, now. Okay. Alright. There he is. And, let's see if he has something to say. Hold on.
Cheryl.
Hey Cheryl, nice to meet you.
Too.
Excuse me, fellas.
Hi,
Good morning.
nice to meet you.
Heather, nice to meet you, Chris.
Nice to meet you, Governor. I'm Lori.
Hey, Lori, Chris. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for your hard work, everybody.
Hunterdon Regional Medical Center works collaboratively with the Department of Health to employ our New Jersey SEED program and to raise awareness in the community about the services that they have here as well as the screening program. Our department provides free screenings through the New Jersey Cancer Education and Early Detection Program, known as New Jersey SEED, for colorectal, cervical, breast, and prostate cancers in all 21 counties across the state. Our New Jersey seed agencies include hospitals like Hunterdon, as well as local health departments, as well as clinics. These sites work with residents to identify what program they qualify for. If the patient doesn't have insurance, then and is not eligible for Medicaid, then New Jersey Seed will help find that coverage for them and be that service.
It is a really impressive place, and the Regional Cancer Center here is an extraordinary asset to the people of this community. And you could tell from walking around and talking to them. I got a chance to meet with some patients. And the one thing that was absolutely universal was how much they love this place, how warm it is, and how kindly they believe they're treated. And for folks who are going through
Totally agree.
that sense of kindness and warmth from the place where you have to go through this treatment
Our hospital
is a significant
top
asset
notch.
that you can't put a dollar value on.
I'm doing fine, thank you. I'll be over this soon.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Great to see you,
Good to
really.
see you too. I feel well.
Love seeing you on TV.
I do okay?
Yeah, oh yeah,
All right,
you
good.
passed.
Good, I passed? Excellent. The Cancer Education and Early Detection Program, New Jersey Seed, is an important part of filling that gap
Okay, well,
between Medicaid patients and insured
we're,
patients.
going
There's
to
always a
pause
gap.
that in order for you to be inspired to go to the website. Excuse me. Go to the website and see the full video along with a few other videos that are there listed for the I believe the Star Ledger. So go to the Star Ledger. The link is videos.nj.com/star-ledger/2012/10/Governor_Christie_Chris Christie_tours.html, or just go to nj.com and look up Flemington. So anyway, going back to my to some of the topics I needed to cover, I am going to hopefully cover some of the topics and be able to let's see what we got here. iMovie. Let's see if iMovie shows. Okay, yeah, it's showing. All right. Basically, you're seeing my long overdue process of video optimization when you import a video from one format to another, especially Mac, and it takes quite a bit of time. You're seeing Mr. Novak, the mayor, and a few public citizens, and they're basically in the preliminary first part of the meeting, which apparently is not recorded, and then they sit back there where the gentleman in the back is. Like, if I forget his name, he's a council member too, and then they go about the business of the day. The thing is that at the very beginning, I was surprised to find out that one of the gentlemen that resides here in Flemington, who is pretty active apparently, always at, or at least always at the meetings that I've attended to, which isn't much really, and involved outside of being a political appointee with the affairs of Flemington, and he objected to my video camera recording. What he didn't realize was that the meeting was being recorded, but not that first part. The second part, where they sit in the back, was being recorded and transmitted live. I can give him a few pointers on making the audio just a little bit better. I mean, I'm bad, but my God, that audio is awful. It's at Ustream. You can go to the Flemington, historic Flemington, I believe, .com website, and look at the link for videos and see for yourself. The audio is awful, horrendous. I thought my audio was bad. Well, anyway, with the gentleman, a local resident who apparently has a gripe with my ability to record and then put online what is being said was corrected by the attorney of the city there, the council, the councilor, giving him information or educating him into the idea of freedom of speech and that he was in a public forum. Boy, he didn't like that at all. He insisted. But hey, if it's being recorded and uploaded live via Ustream, it's pretty useless to object. And plus, I was in the right to record as long as I didn't go bananas, berserk, and start attacking people. I was well behaved, sitting in the back, didn't disturb anybody. Even the camera was kind of out of the way and not obstructing anything or anyone. And I try to be as polite as I can. But when it comes to my show, and I have an opinion, I give it. And of course, some of the council members agreed. In fact, just about every one of them, unless some of them kept quiet, agreed to the fact that I had a right to record a public forum. If you go to a public forum, sir, and you want to speak your mind, you want to give your opinion, you better be ready to back it up. You will be held accountable for what you say in the public. I mean, it's like most people. You can't go outside and strip naked and run across the street. It's a public forum, and you're responsible for your actions. Not to say that the gentleman was going to do that. What he was hiding, I don't really know. Maybe he just didn't like me or the idea that I was recording. The only issue that I managed to record, and I didn't stay the whole meeting because my battery died. I stayed quite a long time and missed my dinner. Was mention about the Agway milk can property. Apparently he has some kind of special interest or some ideas about how it should be handled. That's it. I didn't see anything else. Maybe he just didn't like to be in the public eye. Hey, if you go to a public forum, you're going to be in the public eye. You want to keep it private? Hide yourself in a clubhouse of your fellow believers in your philosophy. Otherwise, if you go to a town hall meeting or any other public forum, you will be held accountable for what you say and do legally. And anybody, and I mean anybody, can record your actions. Okay, that includes street cams that take pictures of you crossing or violating the laws, traffic laws, and everything else. There was another elderly lady that followed suit in the gentleman's objection. And notice I'm not mentioning him. Okay, you want to know who he is? Try to figure out who he is by listening to the recorded online Ustream.tv Flemington historic Flemington video. I don't think you're going to see it anyway because they didn't record the first part. I did, and I stayed until the battery died on purpose. I was going to leave after a certain subject that I was there for was covered. I was going to leave. I was going to stay, but the gentleman encouraged me to stay and exercise my right to record, and I did so. So anyway, I'm going to have the videos, what I recorded, both the first part and the second part, available as soon as it gets transferred, optimized, whatever you want to call it, uploaded onto Ustream, even if I have to cut it up into sections because it was long and I'm only allowed 1 hour, I believe 1 hour or half an hour. I can't remember. YouTube. So anyway, moving on. The next thing that happened was local objection to a gentleman having a property near him with garbage, or not garbage, overgrown, abandoned, not taken care of property. And lo and behold, the property was the possession of the city. You would think the city would take care of it. I think they weren't aware of it or something, because it kind of caught them off guard. They said that they were going to look into it and see if they can take care of some, so that his property isn't made to look like a dumping zone or cheap, because the property next to it, that's owned by the city, is overgrown. The other topic, which the gentleman that objected to my recording brought up, was the zoning or development, rather the development project, or the proposed development. They still don't know what they want to do with it, of the Agway and the warehouse. And according to the gentleman, Steve's, and I think I overheard him say the houses across from Steve as well, the whole section. He wanted to expand. I don't know the interest in this guy. I don't understand what interest he has in all of this, but it's very suspicious. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe he's a nice guy. I don't know. First encounter? Nope. And I got a funny feeling I've met him before. And if I did, I don't have a good opinion of him. And I'll keep my opinions to myself right now. Anyway, the next thing that got brought up, which is the reason why I was there and a few others, was the gun control proposal that was being submitted by Joey Novak. Basically, what he was doing was imitating or duplicating the gun ban that's imposed in the state of New York, and to unite with the mayors against gun violence. I can't remember the name of it. Look up in the video and you'll see. Hopefully I'll get the volume up. Apologize, Joey, for that. Stick up for gun violence and anti-gun violence type of deal. The only problem is that anti-gun violence people tend to want to be also anti-Second Amendment. They don't talk to gun owners. They don't talk to people who hunt, who use guns for sports. They don't talk to the sane, legal, law-abiding citizens that own guns. They would rather base their decisions on the fringed crazy maniacs that the state chooses to ignore and wait until they go bonkers and shoot little babies in Newtown. And that was disgusting. That was terrible. I mean, it tore me apart. I don't think any honest individual with a gun looks forward to the fact of shooting another individual, whether it be some stupid act, or better yet, for self-defense. Even the police, I believe, dread the idea of having to use their firearms. Maybe there's, on occasion, one or two that look forward to, like, oh yeah, I want to use my firearm and see what I can do with it. But it is not common. It is not common. This is not an issue that needs to be addressed in this way, and it has to be addressed in another way. So anyway, I don't know what to say except start talking to gun owners. Oops, sorry about that. Start talking to gun owners and ask them what it is that they think might be of benefit, of real benefit, something that will actually work to bring down gun violence, especially in the schools where our precious commodities, little kids, angels, go to school. It's just a matter of time before. I mean, even some of the people mentioned it before. There are so many other places that people are unarmed, sitting ducks, as they say, and all it takes is one maniac to walk in there with anything, any firearm. It doesn't have to be an AK-15 or an AR whatever. I can't remember the model of the one they want to ban, assault weapons. They don't need that. I mean, they can walk in with a handgun with 20 clips and do the same damage. See, the thing is that the ignorance level behind those who want to control guns is high. They need to speak to people who own guns. They need to speak to sportsmen. So that reasonable measures can be taken. That's all I say. I don't know the purpose why Mr. Novak, Joey, brought the issue up in the town hall meeting. I would imagine that it had something to do with the Democratic Party pushing every Democrat to do so, and he did his just deed. It could be that he thought maybe it could have been passed. I don't know how he could imagine that it could have been passed, or he just did it out of sort of spite and say, well, at least I tried. There's got to be more than just I tried. There's got to be a real effort, and I'm sure that the Republican or the teetotalers and also the Democrats and the gun owners, please, for God's sakes, can come to some reasonable, logical, sensible conclusion. Now, at the meeting, there was a gentleman that appeared that lost his son, I believe, in the shooting. Where was it? Down south, was it? In the university where that guy went berserko? I forget the name of it. I'm sorry. My memory's shot too. And I can understand the loss of a son, the loss of someone that you care about. It is very tragic. And if there's something you can do to help avoid that happening again to other individuals, then he's trying. I just think that it is misdirected and that it could be done in a better way. There was another gentleman that appeared that I don't know where he's from. He looked like he was either an NRA guy or Second Amendment group guy, and he spoke basically about, forgive the phone noise, he spoke basically about the gun rights, owning guns, Second Amendment, and that phone is going crazy, but I can't answer it, I'm busy. And he made his point. He also brought another individual, but since the measure was defeated pretty quickly, it was a dead issue. I like the idea that they have security guards that are armed, or a retired police officer or somebody at the schools to protect the kids. It's a long time coming. They don't have to be carrying machine guns or bulletproof vests or anything. Well, maybe they could, but they do need to be present in a school. If that would have happened, I really, most people believe, and I believe as well, the tragedy at Newtown could have been less. Not avoided, less, because that maniac would have done it anyway. He would have been out of his mind. He was out of his mind. He was going to shoot somebody. But he could have been stopped at the door, and it doesn't take long for a person to discharge a firearm. And this ridiculous law that's being imposed now, that's going to start in March in New York State, was so rushed through that they didn't even think out or thought out the idea that the police force or law enforcement was to be exempt from the law. 7 rounds. There is no firearm right now, or very few, if any, that use 7 rounds. 7-round clips, whatever. So that would have left law enforcement violating a law passed by the state. Real stupid. So I would imagine they made an amendment. So that was basically it. I stayed a little bit longer. There was a mention also for those of you who want to, who are interested in getting a job as a crossing guard, which is an honorable job, to say the least. You can contact the police station here in Flemington. They're looking for a crossing guard. The last time I spoke to Joey. And it would make great extra income for those retirees that are able to stand, walk, and all that good stuff. So contact the local law enforcement here in Flemington, right on Main Street, and apply for the job. And if all goes well, you should be another crossing guard here, and it's honorable. It's there's nothing to be ashamed about. It's an honorable job. Anything that pays money is honorable. So that was basically it, and I'm going to end the show right now because I've got nothing else to say. I think I said my piece. Flemington is unique. I've been here for over 7 years. I've lived in the state of New Jersey just about all my life. I've traveled through Flemington many, many times in the past. I remember when mayors used to be here, the circle and everything. So I'm not exactly what you call a stranger to the state of New Jersey. I am a long-time resident in the state of New Jersey and use the state as my back playground, Flemington in the area as well. So it holds a special place in my heart, and now that I live in the town of Flemington, even more so. So I hope those of you who are not residents of Flemington would visit our town, support our local businesses, and keep us going. It is the county seat, and we need to make it better and better for those of you who want to visit, and for those of us who are living in this historic, very historic town. Very historic. And speaking of which, I think the council and the city government should emphasize and push the historic value of Flemington more than maybe opening up another shopping mall. That's just my opinion. I don't say my opinions at the city council meetings because I'm there to record and to listen, but this is my show and this is where I get to say what I want. So anyway, hello to the city council, to the mayor. Thank you for allowing me to record and not throw me out at the request of the gentleman. And hello to Joey Novak, and congratulations on winning the election, his election, and everyone else. Do a good job, and you can have a future in city council. Oh man, I would not want that job for the world. That is a pain. There's people there that have been there for a long time, and for those of you who have been there a long time and that have pushed forward the town of Flemington for the best interests, God bless you. For those of you who are cynical, you need to leave. Anyway, so that's it. This is Leonardo Perez from the historic town of Flemington, New Jersey, saying thank you, take care, and goodbye, and visit our town of Flemington, New Jersey, right off of Route 31 and 202, I believe. Yep. Right. At the circle. You know, Coles, turn around. Past Wawa. Go in there. I know the signs aren't there. There's a big, massive sign that after you pass the entrance. No. Turn into Coles at the light and go past Wawa's, and you'll go straight into Church Street and make a right, and you're in Flemington. Beautiful town. Take care. Until next time, this is Leonardo Perez saying goodbye.